rather? So, not that Gary V's my hero, but would you rather get your Grail card at the National or meet your hero at the National? So I did meet Gary V at the National, but I already met him a few times, and he's a good dude. And at one point in my life, I was I went from sort of Gary V fan to get to like more of Gary V, seeing myself as more of a peer, even though I'm not anywhere near the success level monetarily that he's had, to now just kind of like, oh, it's cool to see Gary V at the card show, like but he's someone that's important to me for a lot of reasons, a lot of motivational reasons. Someone that I look up to. And so it just got me thinking Grail card. And you saw a picture of me holding up my Grail card that I did not buy at the National. So Kendall, would you rather, I don't even know who your hero is. It could be a
Would
non-sports
not or
person.
could not? You would not buy it at the National, or you could not buy it at the National, or you should not buy it at the National.
Well, if you could do either without.
Oh, I'm just messing with you. You said like, yeah, it was my Grail card that I would not buy at the National, and I was like,
oh, I thought I said I did not buy at the National. That's what I meant. I meant to say I did not buy my Grail card at the National. And for those of you wondering what I'm talking about, my Grail card is a 1980 Topps Magic Larry Bird rookie with Dr. J in the middle, but signed by all three of them. And there was a Beckett authenticated one. Kendall, did they want $4,000 for that? I want to say it was $4,000 or higher.
For which one?
What did they want for the Beckett witnessed auto of the 1980 Topps, the one I'm holding in the picture?
It was $30,000.
It was $30,000. Jeez. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, I definitely would. I would not buy that because I'm trying to buy a house right now and a car when we move back. But the question is for you.
If it was four, I would have been like,
I probably should get that. Yeah. Yeah. Would you rather, but I think, okay, sorry. On that specific card, there are reprints of it. And so the reason why 4 makes sense is because in that Beckett witnessed slab, it doesn't denote whether or not it's a reprint of the card or if it's the actual card, if it's the actual original card. So I would think that a reprint with those 3 autos witnessed would be around 4, but definitely the real card would be closer to your 30, I would think. So Toa says he'd rather meet his hero and he can always get his Grail card later. That's great perspective, Toa.
No worries, Toa. That. We can set that up, me and you, bud.
There it is. Well played. Kendall, Toa, you can meet your hero. He's right here on the show. He wants to meet you. So that's Kendall. All right, Kendall, what's your, I don't even know who your hero is. So maybe you elaborate on this a little bit. I think it's a good question because maybe you'd rather have the card. I don't know what the card is. I don't know who your hero is.
This is kind of tough for me. I have like a weird philosophy on this kind of stuff. I'm not a fan of momentary happiness. Like all those people that are signing autographs at the National have no desire to go over there. Like literally my favorite athlete of all time, Pudge Rodriguez, was there at the National last year and I didn't pay $100 to see him. Mm-hmm. So that's just in my head. It's hard for me to, that quote's like never meet your heroes. Yeah, I think it was from I think they said it in Guardians of the Galaxy or something like that. I think it's like from one of the Marvel movies that never meet your heroes, kid. Blah blah
totally.
Blah.
Yeah.
My heroes in my head are sports figures, and they're almost not real. I know that's not a great way of looking at it. I do want to pull down and say, yes, they're human beings and we need to treat them as such. And I'm fully there with you. But in my head, my heroes need to stay my heroes,
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think I'd rather have a card, honestly. I think I'd rather have the Grail card and try to do some cool stuff. Oh, it was Deadpool. Good job, Jamie. I do remember that in the Deadpool movie. So anyway, I would rather have the Grail card because that helps me achieve some of the goals that I'm looking for.
Yep.
Meeting my hero doesn't do anything for me, but I think that's a personality thing. Like I knew Gary Vee was there and I didn't go see him, like.
Yeah. Do you like Gary Vee? Not really. I mean, you're either a Gary Vee person or you're not. So
see, I do believe that. There are people in both of those camps, and I feel like I'm the only person in the world that's like right in the middle. That's like,
oh, that's
I appreciate what he does, but I do find him annoying.
Yeah, totally. Well, I started to find him really annoying after like years of listening to his content. But yeah,
I don't know how you made it that long, honestly.
So
but I think he's really cool, I think he's doing some really cool stuff, and I like what he's doing with the NFT stuff, but I would do it totally like in a different way. And I love what he's doing for small business. I love what he's doing for entrepreneurs. I love what he's doing for startups. I'm all about it. Like one of my big things is pouring into people and building other people. And I feel like Gary really does have a passion for that.
Yeah, he really is that way. Yeah.
Like I don't feel like it's all a facade, and and I'm really pumped for him eventually having the Jets someday. Like I do think he'll do that.
I think it'll happen. Yeah, I agree. I think it'll happen.
Like I think it will, and I'm gonna be excited for that. And but at the same time, like I'm not following any of his podcasts or anything. Like
yeah, no, I like your answer. I think I would probably go Grail card for situational reasons as well. I think some of it's situational, like knowing that the Grail card is more tangible. It's an actual asset. Meeting my hero, I think Magic's definitely like the guy that I would pick the person that I would pick to meet. But like between meeting Magic or getting like a $30,000 Magic rookie auto that also has Bird and Dr. J autos on it, like I'd probably pick the card. So yeah. RPO Sports Card agrees. He says the moment's kind of fleeting and more than likely underwhelming. That's kind of what Kendall was saying. He'd go Grail card. And then Jamie bringing it strong today. Admiring someone in person is kind of weird. Love Jamie today. Good work.
Jamie's hot. He's on fire.
Jamie's on fire.
In his hotel room mirror.
Yep. All right. So that's our well, Kendall, do you have a would you rather for me? It's okay if you don't.
I did have one, but I didn't write it down and I can't think of it right now. So we might
there it is. All right. Sounds good. Save it for next week. Do you have a gauntlet?